Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors like today's guest, Tom Posey with Posey Capital Management in Houston, Texas. We help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transition ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Welcome to the show, Tom. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Norm. Nice to meet you.
Could you start out and just tell our audience a little bit about your education and your background and your career path up until now?
Sure. Yeah, I'm a certified financial planner. I'm also a lawyer and an accountant.
Okay.
And I spent a long time doing mergers and acquisitions law as well as being CFO of a company.
Oh, okay.
So I have kind of an unusual background for a wealth advisor.
Good. As far as how your friends would describe you and I just met, so I just very brief introduction. The people that know you the best, how do you think they describe you?
You know, my wife, we were talking about this last night, as a matter of fact, my wife said, "You're intense." And she said, but you really do the best you can at everything you do. And fundamentally, you're a nice enough person. And she said, you really enjoy solving puzzles.
Oh, okay.
So, there you have me.
That's that. Well, yeah. She probably knows you better than anyone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, and then I asked my 6-year-old, and he said, "You're awesome." And that was great. So he said, "Sometimes you're in a bad mood." He said, "But you're awesome."
That's good. Posey Capital Management, can you tell us about the different services you offer?
You bet. We're a comprehensive shop, as it were. We do comprehensive financial planning, and we do portfolio management for high net worth clients. And what's unusual about us is that we don't sell any financial products, first of all, and we have a fiduciary duty to our clients. So that's a legal duty that requires us to put our clients' interests first, which most people don't have. Most people just try to sell stuff.
Right, absolutely.
Just not us.
So you're fee-based.
Exactly. Well, actually, technically, fee only.
Fee only. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's actually a slight difference, as you know, between the. So we're fee only. So we provide advice in exchange for a fee, which means we don't have a conflict of interest.
Right.
So, and our services are comprehensive. So we do. We manage people's investments, but we also do retirement cash flow planning, estate planning, asset protection, gifting to the next generation, exit planning with businesses, and so it's a completely soup to nuts sort of service that we provide.
Okay. Is there any one particular thing you like to do better than anything else?
I like to solve puzzles in the estate planning area, in the asset protection area. People who've been very successful and who've built up a lot of assets and want to take care of their families going down the road. That's kind of where I've gravitated in my career.
Okay. Where do you get the energy to do it? Yeah, 6-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
That's got to take a lot of energy. How do you have anything left?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I really wonder. But I try to exercise and to keep the energy up, but it just drives me nuts sometimes. And actually, I also have a 3-year-old.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So yeah, we tried for a long time to have kids, and finally discovered we could. And after we'd really figured we couldn't, and so anyway, here we are.
Good for you. So last question, and you deal with a lot of business owners, and people watch our show for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they're looking, it's a business owner that wants to find a way to enjoy a little more personal freedom, take a little time off, maybe not spend all their time at work. Sometimes they're looking for ways to grow their business. Sometimes they're looking for ways to transition ownership to either a third-party buyer or the next generation, or key employee management group, which oftentimes as a sale results in cash they have to do something with, like in your case. And then also we're running into business owners who are having a problem redefining their purpose after they sell their company, and sometimes they won't even sell because of the fear of what they're going to do next. If you could give a business owner a tip in any one of those areas, what do you think would be the best tip you could give them?
I think actually as you describe it, I think I would suggest two things. The first thing would be to bring experts in early, and to do it kind of an informal way. To have lunch with your lawyer and just kind of talk. Have lunch with your CPA and just kind of talk, and with your financial advisor or wealth advisor, if you have somebody who's fee only, as we're discussing, and who provides this kind of sort of holistic sort of service. Just have lunch and just talk, and just sort of think out loud about what you're thinking. And then the second thing that I would say is, most often people don't, they may think about it, they may get experts to plan what they're going to do, but they don't feel about it. And it's a good idea to recognize that what you're doing in selling a business that you've built up over a large portion of your lifetime it's a deeply affecting and difficult thing, and it's really emotional. There's a lot of grief involved. There's a lot of loss involved, and most people don't really recognize it until it sort of hits them.
Right.
And my experience has been that what will tend to happen is that grief will start to hit them just about as the buyer is starting talking about changing the name on the sign.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden they go, gosh, but they often don't identify it as grief or as loss. And a lot of times it'll actually have an effect on negotiations, and sometimes it'll actually derail negotiations. Right.
I've heard that. I've heard people, earlier guests mention that, the actual case studies where that happens.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. So, thinking of, not just thinking in advance, but feeling in advance to the best extent you can, even going and talking with a professional about that.
Right.
That is, even a psychologist, just to kind of to do the best you can to get it out of the way, so that you can be all there when you're doing one of the most important things that you're going to do in your life when you sell your company. Okay,
great information. Good advice there, too. That was Tom Posey. He's with Posey Capital Management. For more information about Tom and his company, please check out the show notes for this episode on our website. Thank you.